know, you're bad luck there with the tornadoes.
I'm bad luck for everybody with the rain. Seems like I brought a tornado last year. My first CMA Fest, people die.
You got Candy and Potter in Seattle on with Darius Rucker.
How you guys doing?
Darius!
Hey.
Hey, I have to tell you something, and this is how I will always remember you. In the scene of Jerry Maguire where that little kid walks up to Cuba Gooding Jr. and says, "Are you Hootie?"
Uh-huh.
I don't know why. It cracks me up every time.
The funny thing about that is I met Cuba once, and he walked up to me when I met him. He walked over and he said, "Are you Cuba Gooding Jr.?" It was very funny.
That's perfect. Now, I got to ask you, as a guy, you're from the Carolinas.
Yes.
And Candy and I actually just moved back home to Seattle from North Carolina. Do you freeze when you come to the Northwest?
Oh, yeah. It's cold. I mean, it's cold, especially, I mean, the winters are bad. Like in the summer, summers are what, but like fall, spring, and the winter, I freeze when I go anywhere above the Mason-Dixon line.
Okay.
Yeah, we all turn to wusses.
Yeah,
we really do.
I feel really bad because I'd rather be 117 degrees than be even remotely cold with jackets on. I'm out on that.
You take the humidity and
Oh,
everything.
yeah. Over the cold any day. Yeah.
So, speaking of warm weather, you're going to be coming to the Gorge in George with Brad Paisley and the H2O Tour, which will be plenty warm when you guys are here in September.
Oh, yeah.
Especially in eastern Washington. Now, which part of the water park contraptions can we expect to see you being a part of?
The one thing I made a promise to a couple people that I'm going to do the dunk tank a couple times this year, so you might see me in there in Seattle. And the dunk tank is, but the only thing problem when you get in the dunk tank is when I get in there, somebody from Brad Paisley's crew always comes and they fill it up with ice. I mean, you know, you're thinking it's going to be a good day. You know, I don't mind getting dunked. It's hot out here, and then it's ice in it, and you're landing in ice every time. So that's not fun. But I'll be at the dunk tank.
All of a sudden, your voice goes up a couple octaves.
Exactly. And
I can't record tonight, guys.
You know, it's shrinkage.
That's okay. My songs just sound a little different.
Yeah, that'd be a very special performance. I'm sure it would be a YouTube sensation.
Absolutely. That's funny, Katie.
We're excited for you coming to town. What's your biggest highlight of this week? Obviously, you're going to be at LP Field for the big show on Sunday, but outside of that, what's your favorite part of this week in Nashville?
I love, believe it or not, I love the fan club thing because it's so unique to country music, and like how every artist has a fan club party here at Fan Fest, and you know, I love it because you get to meet a bunch of people who, you know, who are the people why you're doing what you're doing. And I love that.
There's so much love.
Yes, there's so much. I got to play, I did a show for my fan club, and I'd made it for St. Jude's Hospital, and I had Jamie Johnson and Jake Owen and Randy Foster and Randy Houser came out, and it was awesome.
That's awesome. I wanted to ask you one more thing, because I know over the years, even back with Hootie and the Blowfish and stuff, you guys have done a lot of stuff with the troops and for the troops. We do a thing on our show every day where we play the Pledge of Allegiance, and then we do it in honor of a specific unit or a specific soldier. Do you have a friend or family member or somebody that you could talk about real quick that we could do the pledge for? Or a unit that you guys have done some stuff with or anything?
The thing is, I've done so many I've done so many USO tours. I think we should do it for everybody who's overseas. You know, for all the armed forces that are overseas, because I used to complain so much about when Hootie would be on tour and I'd be gone for 2 weeks from seeing my kids, and I'd complain about that until I went over to the Middle East and I talked to people who hadn't seen their kids in a year. And I talked
some people who haven't even seen them when they were born.
That's what I'm about to say. I talked to a father whose kid was a year and he hadn't seen it in person. And that was, for me, that was when I really realized that I'm not going to complain about what I do anymore, because these people are the real heroes. And so, I mean, I think it's for anybody that's serving overseas and away from their family. Let's do it for them, for me.
All right, and maybe for all the military parents then.
Absolutely. That's great.
All right. Well, we can't wait to see you. Have fun this weekend. We've got a lot of friends in Nashville that are excited to see you, and we will see you when you come in the dunk tank in September. That's what you promised, right?
Yep, I'll see you guys there. And, but if you're throwing me in the dunk tank, you get in after me. Absolutely.
Oh, wait, what? No. I didn't say that.
Okay.
All right, thanks, Darius.
Y'all take care.
Bye.